Sharanam, it's always a good question. People ask me, Swami, I need a Guruswamy to start the Vratham so that I can get all my questions answered. Actually, the purpose of this video series is to answer the questions for people who may not find a Guruswamy. But what is Guruswamy? A Guruswamy is someone who has done Ayyappa Vratham for roughly 18 times, because we go each year one step. So we have 18 Satyamana Ponnu 18 Badigal. That 18 steps is considered, once you have attained 18 years, you are considered a person who has reached the stage where you can advise, and you have learned a lot, you have experienced a lot, you have experienced God Himself. That's the Aidhigam. But of course, in practical terms, a Guruswamy is a role model who has done this before, who have experienced both physically in terms of going to Sabarimala many times, and he knows the pathways, he knows where to eat food, where to catch the bus, and how to come home safely, right? So you need somebody to guide you in the journey. That's a physical aspect of it. But spiritual aspect of it is important. And that's where Guruswamis are very important. And they are not only teach you the discipline, but also the spiritual aspects of Ayyappa Vratham. Going beyond just praying for what you want for that particular year, right? Every year we pray for something. But that spirituality comes from someone who has practiced it, not just Ayyappa Vratham in a ritual sense, but also in a spiritual sense. We have to combine spirituality and rituality to identify the opportunities for becoming Ayyappan himself. And people who are in that process of achieving that divinity are Guruswamis. And you will be able to get answers, not just starting and maintaining the Vratham, but also going beyond that. How do we transform yourself? How do we change yourself from bad behavior to good behavior? How do we go from a humanness to godliness? And what are the important aspects that you should give attention to as you grow year by year in the divinity? Because staying at the same level, you are not spiritually growing, you are not becoming stronger to face the world's problems, and you are not able to help others because you are worried about your own problems all the time. So when you grow in Ayyappa Vratham, when you grow in the Ayyappa spiritual path, you are actually becoming empowered by Swami, because you have become closer to divinity. And that empowerment comes from a guidance of a Guruswamy. And that's why you will need a Guruswamy, but in order to start, you can actually go to either your family has been doing this for some time, reach out to your family and friends who have taken and say what is the procedure, you can ask. That's one thing to start. If you are in the country outside United States, outside India. On the other hand, you can go to a closest temple, even a Ganesha temple. Ganesh temple is enough to start the Ayyappa Vratham. And its maintenance of 41 days of brahmacharyam, eating vegetarian food, praying Ayyappa in the morning and the evening after taking shower, and maintaining the thought process of Ayyappa all the time for 41 days before you reach Ayyappa temple. If it is in India, we reach Sabarimala. If you are not able to go to Sabarimala, we go to the Ayyappa temples in wherever continent we are, in Australia or South Africa or in India or in United States or in Canada. I mean, Ayyappa temples are everywhere now. And so you finish the Vratham after reaching that. But if you have a Guruswamy in your area, you can reach out to a Guruswamy and start your Vratham. But the Guruswamis are truly, don't tell themselves as Guruswamis, they don't advertise. You will identify. Ayyappa will guide you to a Guruswamy who has been truly behaving like Ayyappa. That is the quality of a Guruswamy. So identifying Guruswamy is in itself is not a challenge, but start the Vratham wherever you are, but Swami will guide you to association. Not just a Guruswamy, one Guruswamy, but there are a lot of Ayyappans who will come along and you can exchange experience, work together in a community, and then bring them all the Ayyappans to the Ayyappan temple where you are going. And that's why it's called Kuttu Prarthana, meaning combined prayers of a group of Ayyappans. That's the speciality of Ayyappa Vratham. So Guruswamy is basically a role model that you can follow. Swami Sharma.